new dawn arises with a new hope, a new beginning, and a new sun. Life moves on with new dreams, new paths. But for the few, the darkness never ends. It prevails. Life for some is a never-ending painful struggle with destiny, fighting with disorders and diseases which tether them to the bed or the wheelchair. Paralyzed, helpless, incontinent, living just because death doesn't end their journey. Life exists just as a lifeless mass of flesh. For many such people, ISR Care Center in Kolhapur has been the rising sun in their lives that has again blossomed hope in their life. It has given them a new beginning and a new path. ISR Care Center is a specialized healthcare center that caters to old, handicapped and mentally imbalanced people who cannot be given appropriate healthcare at home even if the family members want to. It's a great task ahead of ISR, and till now it has achieved considerable success in supporting and bringing solace to many needy patients and their families. ISR is a home away from home.
We had a family friend who faced a critical problem when both her parents fell ill. And as a working woman, it was difficult for to take care of them. So we friends took care of them, adjusting our jobs or schedules. Someone would give 2 hours, someone would spend 4 hours for day taking turns while. Some of our friends would spend the entire night. This experience made us think over and we resolved to work on it. After discussing with many doctors and health professionals, we founded the Medical Relief and Education Public Charitable Trust. And the first project undertaken by the trust was ISR Healthcare Center on 17 July 2004.
A well-trained medical staff working 24/7, balanced nutrition and diet, and regular individual-based exercises are the highlights of ISR Care Center. The morning in ISR begins with hot tea and a good sponge bath for the totally bedridden inmates. As compared to home, proper medical care in the form of dressing of wounds or giving the patients medicines or other related healthcare service is meticulously done in ISR.
It's a difficult time for a family when a handicapped child is born in it or it has to take care of a handicapped person. We in our family have experienced this deeply as my elder sister since birth was mentally retarded, and in spite of it, my parents took care of her for 42 years. But when both the parents became old, it was difficult to take care of her, and fortunately, then we met Shri Deshpande and he took care of her the way we would have taken care of her at home. She passed away 4 months back, but till then, ISR took utmost care of her, and we are indebted to it for that.
This is Bajirao. A year before, he was abandoned on the Mirrors railway station, and ISR adopted him, gave him a home. Even the name Bajirao was given to him by ISR. He is 10 years old and suffering from cerebral palsy, totally dependent on others for his survival. This is Pramila Kulkarni, completely paralyzed. She is bedridden but is determined to get cured, and Savli is helping her in this. This is Meenakshi Kulkarni. Since birth, she is suffering from a tripling neurological disorder. She was paralyzed below her waist and was admitted to Savli. With the help of a balanced diet and proper exercise, she is gaining her strength back and trying to face life. People suffering from cerebral palsy, fractures, schizophrenia, Alzheimer's, and mental retardation are treated and taken care of in Savli in a very efficient manner. Loneliness and the onset of incurable diseases of the elderly pose a great difficulty for them and their family members. But Savli has successfully solved this problem for many of these families and the elderly who find a new hope in Savli. Water therapy, a special form of physiotherapy, has been successfully implemented for the first time in South Maharashtra by Savli.
After Pune, we are using the water therapy in Kolhapur at Savli. And it is highly effective in arthritis, joint pain, paralysis or mental retardation. For patients who are bedridden, not able to move their limbs, water therapy is a boon. For example, Bajirao. He was not able to move on his bed, but now you can see he is able to move considerably. He is able to move his limbs in water and also stand on his own feet in water. His joints are also showing considerable improvement since we have started the water therapy.
Savli thus has become a home with hope, love and care.
I am the director of a Bahubali Shantisagar Sadhak Ashram Old Age Home. In Savli, proper medical care of the elderly people is taken. It's a very important aspect of old age care. The medical faculty at Savli is highly efficient, and today centers like Savli are the need of the hour.
Savli today is expanding its shade and its wings for many people into a new rehabilitation center, and it requires many hands to help it.
In order to build an efficient healthcare center, we have purchased a plot of almost 7,000 square feet at Kadamba Ring Road and envisage to build a center with sophisticated healthcare for almost 50 inmates with equipments and the facilities including CCU, isolation ward for patients suffering from contagious diseases like TB. We are also planning for a well-equipped physiotherapy room, a baby water tank for water therapy.
Savli is striving and will continue to strive to spread its shade in serving people and to bring love, joy and happiness in their agonizing lives. Make them smile and walk on the path of life with peace and solace.